Famed voice coach Blake Shelton claims he can only listen to one musician when unwinding at home. Maybe a modern celebrity, like his rival Adam Levine, a former member of The Voice, or even a coach from a previous season, like Kelly Clarkson from season 29, Niall Horan from season 28, or even him? Not at all. During a short interview with Taste of Country in August 2025, Shelton admitted that, rumor has it, when he's free, he listens to none other than himself. LOL. Shelton said, "I crank all of my music all the time, though anyone who knows him would assume he was joking." At Blake Shelton's residence for 24 hours straight. Welcome inside. Blake Shelton's star ceremony on the Hollywood Walk of Fame takes place on May 12, 2023 in Hollywood, California, and Gwen Stefani is seen there as well. Getty Images/Fraser Harrison. The source was able to get Shelton to confess that he listened to a lot of music by his wife Gwen Stefani when they pressed him on the matter. She cited some of Stefani's hits. It was clear that the 24 hours of Blake Shelton remark was a complete hoax, as songs like Cool, Hella Good, It's My Life, and Hey Baby were brought up. The Blake of old. Anyway, now all his followers want is footage of Shelton jamming out to his own music at his Oklahoma ranch in his spare time. Is it too much to ask, even though his remarks were in jest? On May 16, 2024, in Frisco, Texas, Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton took the stage at the Star for the 59th Academy of Country Music Awards. Getty Images/John Shearer on behalf of ACM. Despite his current familiarity with Stefani's vast song library, Shelton wasn't always like this. He recounted the events leading up to their courtship in August 2016 during his appearance on Late Night with Seth Meyers. The country singer apparently had no clue his wife was a radio sensation. "That sounds like Gwen," I thought as I paused a song while surfing XM radio. "What on earth is going on here? Why am I ignorant of this?" Shelton gave Seth Meyers an explanation. Their smash hit, It's My Life, was the tune in question. "Holy cow, I had no idea Gwen sang that song," Shelton shouted out. "Everybody knows my name is Hey Baby. That woman sing that song? I had no idea." Oh, how many songs! The voice coach and country music superstar Blake Shelton is well liked by his fans for his humble demeanor, quick humor, and, of course, ability. He has amassed an adoring fan base, won a slew of accolades, and become a household figure throughout the years. On the other hand, Blake has aside his home music preferences that many may not know about. While working with some of the biggest names in the music industry and being completely engrossed in the world of music, Blake recently let his followers in on a little secret. While he's chilling at home, there's only one artist whose music he listens to. "I only listen to one artist at home, and it's not who you'd expect." Instead of naming a fellow country artist or a timeless icon, Blake surprised fans with his surprising answer. The media wasted no time reporting on this comment, which piqued their interest in the identity of the unknown artist. Is this some long-lost country music icon? Among the most famous rock stars? Maybe even an unexpected genre that Blake has a hidden fondness for? In his subtle hint that fans and journalists were dying for more information, Blake said that this musician's music was great for unwinding after a long day since it was motivating, calming, and wonderfully peaceful. The Great Unveiling. The name of the artist was ultimately disclosed by Blake during an intimate interview on a prominent radio show after weeks of suspense. He revealed that Garth Brooks is the artist he listens to when he's at home. "Yeah, I know," Blake chuckled as he broke the news. "If you're familiar with me, it won't come as a huge shock. However, while I'm at home, the only music I listen to is Garth's. Everything in his collection, from the earliest works to the most recent, is fascinating to me. Listening to his music simply transports me to a bygone era and brings back the joy that inspired me to pursue this career path." Not only was the disclosure an intimate detail about Blake's life, but it also demonstrated how much Blake admired and respected Garth Brooks, widely considered to be one of the all-time greats in country music. Fans of all stripes have responded to Garth's ability to combine pop, rock, and traditional country music with his distinctive sound. He has inspired a whole new generation of artists. It would appear that Blake finds solace and a connection to the timeless foundations of country music in Garth's music. Blake Shelton's relationship with Garth Brooks. Blake Shelton has a long history with Garth Brooks. Blake had been a committed Garth fan for a long time before he became famous himself. Blake was exposed to country music at a young age in rural Oklahoma, where Garth was a well-known figure. Blake grew up listening to Garth Brooks's music, and his talent obviously had a lasting impact on him. During the conversation, Blake reminisced about a time when he was a child and listened to the song Friends in Low Places repeatedly while sitting in his bedroom. It's the kind of music that stays in your head. An enduring masterpiece. I feel the same way about a lot of Garth's songs. An enduring classic. Along with other legends like Alan Jackson and George Strait, Blake has frequently named Garth as an influence on his music. You can hear Garth's storytelling, his talent for making songs that people can relate to, and his distinctive fusion of musical styles in a lot of Blake's tunes. Even though Blake has a distinctive sound all his own, it's impossible to ignore the influence of Garth's innovative country music and skill at blending musical styles. The reason Blake loves Garth so much isn't limited to his music. It extends to his whole persona. Blake admires Garth for being genuine, humble, and devoted to his fans no matter what. Blake has spoken publicly how much he admires Garth, who stands as an example of honesty and ethics in a field where stardom can eclipse talent. With just one artist. Many fans are wondering, in light of Blake's confession, why the singer exclusively listens to Garth Brooks when he's at home. Since Blake is a famous singer with access to an enormous music library, it's reasonable to presume that his playlist features a wide variety of styles including pop, rock, and country. When Blake is at home, he listens to music that is easygoing and soothing, as Blake described. Whenever he was at home, he preferred not to dwell on anything, he stated. Let the music transport me to a serene location where I may unwind and get some much-needed mental space. And nobody does it better than Garth. Blake finds that Garth's music has just the right amount of melancholy, narrative, and nostalgia. Listening to Garth's music, whether it's the timeless, the dance, or the energetic Calon Baton Rouge, helps Blake relax and rediscover his own musical heritage. It's worth mentioning that Garth frequently sings about timeless topics like love, sorrow, and celebration, which intimately connect with Blake's personal journey. The wide range of musical styles represented in Garth's discography is another factor that could explain why Blake likes his music. The perfect background music for Blake's leisure time would be Garth's music, which ranges from ballads to honky-tonk choruses and covers every mood imaginable. The effects on supporters. Numerous Blake followers have voiced their astonishment and respect for the musician he chose after hearing the news, demonstrating the deep impact of Blake's disclosure. Many fans express their admiration and support for Garth Brooks by posting heartfelt notes online. Since Blake now shares their love of country music, many have noted that this fact makes him even more relatable. Blake listening to Garth at home just makes sense, one fan tweeted. A sense of completeness washes over me. Much like Garth, Blake is finally achieving his lifelong ambition, thanks to the impact Garth had on so many of us. Some have said that because of Blake's support, they are going back to listen to Garth's songs. One more admirer wrote, I'm going to go back and listen to all of Garth's albums, despite the fact that they had been absent from their listening lists for some time. Music by Blake will never go out of style.